Good Friday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and we've made it to the weekend again. It's July 10th, 2015. It's a nice morning out there today after the showers and thunderstorms moved through the region last night. Temperatures this morning are generally running in the mid-60s across the interior valleys to the low 70s right along the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area. It's a good morning out there. Traffic's going to be coming into the city as Team USA celebrates its victory parade today. It's going to be a beautiful day for the parade as well. Partly to mostly sunny skies right now. A few clouds out on eastern Long Island, but they're going to move out as well. The cold front is now passed. The winds are out of the northwest and they're light. And they're still a little bit gusty out of the northwest out on eastern Long Island, but they're light over the interior. And the good news is that it's going to be a remarkably refreshing day with lower dew points. Right now they're lowering into the upper 50s over the interior valleys, low to mid 60s everywhere else, and that's where they're just going to lower to around 60 or so during this afternoon, making the air mass feel a lot more comfortable than it has been for the last several days. So if you have outdoor plans this weekend, including the mountains, the beach, or the backyard, it's going to be beautiful weather indeed. Lots of low clouds still scattered about the area, mostly sunny skies just in many areas here, and the clouds are exiting to the east as the cold front has moved through. Drier air is moving into the region. It will be a noticeably refreshing day with warm conditions this afternoon, but definitely much more comfortable to be outside. And the radar is not showing much in the way of any precipitation. That's an old radar shot there. We'll get to the new one here. And the only rain that's exiting the coast is out on the Cape. Everybody else is clear this morning. We'll get into the beach forecast and the storm reports from yesterday in just a moment. Let's take a look at the aviational deck for today. Basically some stratocumulus clouds advecting in from the northwest, and those will scatter about and temporarily move out this morning. Otherwise, VFR today, northwest winds at around 10, gusting up to 20 knots through mid-morning and then lowering during the afternoon behind the cold front that moved through 10 knots. Sunday night through Tuesday, well, that's exiting the weekend and into next week, mostly VFR. However, there's going to be afternoon shower and thunderstorm possible during that time frame as well. Right now outside of Newark, New Jersey, it's 72. Dew points much better, 64. Humidity 76%. The wind is northwest at 12. Few clouds around at 3,500 and 25,000. Scattered clouds throughout the area with VFR conditions in place. Philadelphia is nice too, 73. Dew point 62. Humidity 69%. Wind northwest at 9. Few clouds at 20,000 and 28,000. A VFR flying day today. Surf zone forecast for the New Jersey and Delaware beaches. Won't find this much cloud cover around, but this looks like a pretty picture indeed. Mostly sunny skies for today. Temperatures in the lower 80s. Northwest winds at 15, diminishing during the afternoon. Seas around 3 feet. Swell around 2 feet every 5 seconds. Surf temperature nice, 71. UVI index is high today, very high at 9. Sunscreen's a must. Low risk of rip currents. Never swim alone. Always swim in with a flotation device and with people and in lifeguarded areas. There's no threat of lightning today. The next high tide at Belmar will be at 3:17 this afternoon. Let's do your pollen forecast right now. Trees are on the low side today after the rain, but they'll be back up. The grass actually will be back up tomorrow, and on the high side Sunday and Monday. Obviously trees are pretty much done for the season right now, and weeds are still on the non-existent or low side. It's a good weekend to get some sun, but do be careful because you can get burned without sun protection on your skin. After 15 minutes, your skin will start burning and the UVI index will be high right through Monday. Quickly take a look at some of these storm reports. We had measurable precipitation anywhere from 1/2 of an inch to an inch, even 2 inches of rain here. Some flash flooding last night down in Burlington County, and that was a 1 hour total of 2¼ inches of rain. So some of these thunderstorms were definitely heavy central and south portions. Lots of winds and tree damage here across southeastern Pennsylvania and into Delmarva too. There was a house fire from a lightning strike last night as well. And the Storm Prediction Center's categorical outlooks for showers and thunderstorms. Obviously, we've done with them for today and for the weekend too. They'll remain well to our south and to our west. As we approach Sunday and Monday, those will start to creep up again to our west, but should remain basically out of our area until early next week. Here were some of your rainfall totals from yesterday and last night, anywhere from just a small amount here. Pittance, actually, is what I meant to say. 1/1700ths of an inch, anywhere from that to 1/2 of an inch, over an inch and a half, almost 2 inches in spots, depending on where the convection moved across across the region yesterday. Surface analysis and also forecast charts from the Weather Prediction Center. Here's the low pressure area moving off of the southern New England coast. The cold front is now passed to our south and east. That's the analysis from this morning. The forecast is for high pressure to continue to build in over the next 24 to 48 hours, and the winds will gradually veer around to the northeast, become southerly on Sunday. Warm, hot conditions, but generally it's summertime, and we're going to expect hot conditions, but generally nothing above normal. Upper 80s, lower 90s possible in southern regions here around Philadelphia and the Delmarva. Mid and upper 80s just about everywhere else. It's pretty normal for this time of the year. But the frontal boundary will begin to slide into our region by early next week, and where the front lies means showers and thunderstorms will develop. It's very unclear where these locations will be at this time out. Climate Prediction Center 6 to 10 day outlooks in temperature about seasonal for our area, maybe a little bit below across southern New England and parts of southern New York, but most of the mid-Atlantic region will be near normal in temperatures. Precipitation, you could expect an active pattern to continue with that or above precipitation totals for the next 6 to 10 days, with breaks in between, obviously. Below seasonal temperatures then take hold as the trough moves into the eastern United States in the next 8 to 14 days. And with that also a pretty active weather pattern as well, with near to above normal precipitation. GFS maps into motion. We have a nice weekend coming up, and that's the main thing. That's the story that everybody wants to hear. All the precipitation that is associated with the front will stay to our south and west as high pressure continues to build in, with a nice weekend. Near normal temperatures, relatively normal relative humidity levels, so nobody's going to complain about this weekend. But if you're going to the beach, obviously with the reports of sharks and what have you, do be careful out there. Never swim alone. Okay, by next week, that's where things get interesting. The GFS and the other models have convective feedback, often has been the case this summer, on location, timing of frontal boundaries, and disturbances in the flow. So it will become more humid, and there will be an increase of moisture across the region early next week, and therefore also by location, the chances of showers and thunderstorms will increase, but we're not sure when these weak fronts will come through and where the warm frontal boundaries and disturbances will lie to pinpoint down the exact forecast. But more humid and unsettled weather conditions arrive again on Monday and probably last into the early to mid part of next week. So for everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Have a fantastic weekend.